Smoke-filled morning. Here we go. Hey guys, I'd like to humbly welcome you back to the greatest farm station in the nation that nobody knows about, but you found me, so you guys know. Let's set another well. Yeah, I'm always sorry if there isn't quite so many videos, but a lot of times we're repeating and repeating again this time of year just because, well, that's what we do. We set the well, come back again the next day, and a lot of it takes up the same amount of time and just keeps us busy that way. So let's go check them out. You can see my weeds are dying. I sprayed those with good old dicamba yesterday. What I'll typically do is spray kind of my grass areas first with just a broadleaf herbicide. That way I'm not killing out the grass. And then actually yesterday I put a little Roundup in with the dicamba, so now when I spray along the pipe it'll kill the grass or whatever weeds that comes up, because that's something you got to keep ahead of, and I really haven't been doing a great job this year. So right now I'm going to spray a little bit along the pipe just to kill any other weeds that might be coming up besides broadleaves, like that grass. So I get this question quite a bit. Polypipe, what is it? This is not polypipe, this is plastic pipe, to be confusing. This has been around for a long time. Aluminum pipe's been around a long time. We do not ourselves have any polypipe. But what it is, it's kind of a flimsier tube that fills up with water. It's about the size of this pipe, maybe a little bit bigger. And then you like tie off the ends. And maybe if I can find a picture of it, I'm lazy, so I probably won't look one up. Anyway, it's a flimsier tube, but the benefits behind it, I believe, are you don't have any gaskets like that can leak, or gates that can leak. The idea is you make a hole per row that you need, and that's it, so you're not wasting any water, which seems like a good idea. The only thing I'm not sure of is, like on a field like this, if it would work very well, because this field takes about 8 sets to get across, meaning we can't pump and water this whole side at once. We got to set like 30 rows at a time, and then we come back, set another 30, come back, set another 30 till we get across it. I think with polypipe you would have to run a tube per each set per side. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how you'd have to do it, since you're creating holes and you can't really shut them. I think where that would really thrive is the fields where you don't have very many sets at all, like a pivot corner or things like that. That's where we kind of see it a lot around in this area so far, because it's just kind of getting started. So I wanted to bring that up because I get asked that question a lot. Why don't we have it? A lot of our gravity fields are rented, and so all this pipe has been bought already. It's actually probably been here for 100 years, it seems like, but you can regate it and gasket it as well to kind of help leaks. But a lot of our fields are already set up with pipes, so we haven't paid anymore to do that. So that's kind of the mindset behind that yet. And I guess if it's something that's really going to work well and can reduce labor, that's something we're going to really look hard at too. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's polypipe, plastic pipe, aluminum pipe. Just for you, those of you who want to know this Nebraska irrigation lingo, it's dumb. Read somewhere where peanuts are good for you. Tastes good too. Starting to get some bushy beans. You can see how much taller they are than my four-wheeler. Let's do the old farmer check right off the bat here. I don't want to get too far off the road, I'll get lost. Plus being closest to the road usually looks the best, or the corn, because it gets the most sunlight. In the process the other day of changing out the dripper on this one. Lately I've been having some issues with, well, just this one, but it just doesn't drip consistently, and I've tried everything. I replaced the dripper on it and I've cleaned it out. That's about all you can do. but it'd still come back different parts of the day and it'd be stopped, or it'd be going too fast, too slow. And you don't want that in a dripper because that's what oils your well. That well goes down probably, this one maybe 140 feet in the ground, and to pull that out and replace it cost mucho dinero. A $300 fix or $400 fix is a lot cheaper than pulling that thing out of the ground. So that's why I'm doing that now. I've had really good luck with these silver ones. I know they don't hold near as much, but man, I've had one on that T&L pivot that you see me sometimes at, and it's been on there since '04, and that thing is just, I almost set my clock by it, even an Apple Watch by it, because it's so good. So that's the kind of luck I've been having with them. Now, I'm not going to say I guarantee it, because somebody on here will probably want me to guarantee it eventually. I'm not guaranteeing stuff because it's still man-made. But hopefully this one works as good as the ones I've had before. They just seem to be a lot more reliable. The only thing I had to do is get a compression fitting. I was missing one. That's the way it went on before. I kind of like doing it with these quick connects, but that one in there is getting kind of stuck. So I'm gonna go back with the compression fitting so I don't have to do a bunch of monkeying around anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time to start the pivot. On to the next pivot. I'm starting up a few that I had shut down for a couple days over the weekend, so we'll roll with that. Man. Sometimes it seems like in July you feel like you're waiting for the beans to grow because they're so short, and then they all of a sudden at the end of July, August, they just balloon out. That's the way it usually happens. You're not welcome. Yeah. That moment when you realize his friends were right behind him. Started. Golly. Gotta call my brother-in-law to see if he welded a spot on that pivot that I want to start next. Brother-in-law. Hey, what's up? Oh, you forgot about me? Okay, yeah, it's just waiting for you. It's calling your name. To the pivot, you'll be able to drive right up to it. I got it parked right on the road, so you just go right above your pickup pretty much. I think it's a V-jack. I sent a picture of it anyway, so. Well, you know what? I'm not Picasso, okay? Okay, love you. Bye. So what I'm gonna do now is, this is that big long pivot, and it pumps a fluid through it, and every once in a while it plugs up nozzles. I noticed the two on the end are plugged. It's hard to see any of else. That's the hard thing about drops this time of year, is you can't really see anything. I'm gonna shut it down with my phone so I don't have to drive out there. Killed it. All right, let's go unplug those bad boys. Well, I got the sprinklers fixed. It was kind of sloppy wet. I would have got the camera all muddy. We're ready to start. This one's got a little delay, so we can talk till you hear this. Hold you. Must have been a sale. Last one this morning. Then I get to go to cardiac rehab this afternoon. Working on my fitness. These are kind of what we call our lighter clay grounds. It's a whiter soil, especially on a hillside. It'll tend to dry out sooner, so you can kind of see these are getting a little bit more drought stress. Not terrible yet. Let's go up here a little bit. You just get in these little bit harder spots, and you can really kind of start to see the drought stress on these dry land corners. It's kind of amazing how well they've been holding on, considering the year. If they get another rain, it'll sure help them out, but if they don't, they'll kind of really start to pull back, especially this week, going into next week and things like that. So we have that to look out for. I couldn't see the end of the pivot from the pivot point, so I'm just out here on this M&M road checking to see if it's going. I don't see any big geysers and I see the end gun, so it looks good. Let's go get a glimpse of what kids should be doing during the summertime. Let's check it out. Not only should they be scooping out the bin. Ooh! Why not? You'd be the star of the show. I'll get more of you during trucking season. I thought you were gonna go with John Deere green. Probably a better color.
What do you say?
It's such a serious speaker. So look who graced us on this video.
Hi everybody.
Uncle George, he welded it up for us, so we're gonna go start it, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's where we're heading.
George's gonna be there?
No, he already fixed it. We're just heading there to start it now.
What if it's broken again?
Well, he fixed it, so that could very well be. How was my driving? Thumbs down. That was like a free Uber, buddy.
What?
That was a free Uber ride for you. And you still gave me a thumbs down. Should be like in the contract somewhere.
I'm gonna give you a thumbs up.
Oh! Well, that changes everything. We can go buy it. It's weird that the pivot's in the way. It was meant so George can weld on it. That's why we had it right there.
Oh yeah!
Okay, you're gonna have to drive around that tire. Yeah, that's where he had a weld right there. You're gonna walk with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Daddy that might be a little bit of a squat. Why am I taking so? Why I oughta? I think he was getting a little wet. It's not so bad. Let's get out of here. Scary. What I'm doing is I get a couple of them like that. If I go out there and whack most of these, they actually take off. Some of them will actually get cocked off in that base and not work right as well, but most of these, if I just go whack them, it frees them up enough to get going. So that's what I'm doing now.
Buddy.
What? It's angry! It's angry!
Put a new one in. It's gonna
They weren't broke. They were just old.
What?
They were just stuck. They weren't broke. One more. What happened there? Why don't you mount up, buddy? It's a long ways. You sure? Whatever you do, don't get hit by the big bad end gun. He'll get you. Oh! Just go when it's on the other way. Man, you're lightning fast. Oh, that was close. That was so close, buddy. Nailed it. Now you got dust. You might want to take a shower. We're gonna drive alongside it here, buddy. See if everything looks like it's sealed up a lot better. 10-4.
10-4.
Oh, looks like I might have forgot one sprinkler. Don't have any leaks on it though. Looks like George was wearing his glasses today.
Did you see me like in the water?
Yeah, don't tell Mom it was my idea, okay? Let's get our story straight. It's all your fault, okay? Well guys, I think we'll wrap it up for this one. Thanks for stopping by. Ask questions below and we will catch you on the next one. Later.